Afternoon, everybody. Danny Harris here, Explosive Golf Marketing. Another quick tip for you to help you find some members within your golf club and help you grow your sales. It's an interesting story. I've just been reading that's something that will really help you and really kind of help you focus your mind when you're doing some marketing and trying to find some people and some of the things you need to focus on. And I've just read this article, and it's all about the brand Innocent Smoothies. And for those of you that aren't aware of Innocent Smoothies, they kind of do these healthy fruit smoothie thingies that have been going nuts for a few years. And I believe the company started in someone's kind of garage and is now owned 95% by PepsiCo. So they've certainly done all right. I think they were bought out for 200 million odd pounds or something. So they've certainly done very, very well, those guys. But the thing when they started at Innocent Smoothies, like most startup companies and many golf courses, they didn't have an enormous budget for marketing. And this is the case with a huge amount of golf clubs and golf coaches indeed. And so they kind of had to be really picky about where they put their marketing spend because they needed to get the most bang for their buck. But the problem that Innocent Smoothies had is they were trying to get into a massive market, which was they wanted to be in UK-wide supermarkets, the likes of Tesco's, Asda's and Waitrose and so on. So what they did very, very cleverly is they came up with a plan of putting massive billboard adverts out there, and they figured this would be the best way to get their message across to people. Now, putting out those billboards adverts is remarkably expensive, and this is where the really clever thing came in. All they did was they bought 3 of these billboards instead of, normally these campaigns you buy, 20 or 30 at a time, something like that, and stick them all around the country. The guys at Innocent Smoothies got 3 billboards, one of which they put in the closest billboard spot that was outside the train station right next to the Innocent Smoothies office. So all the people that worked for Innocent Smoothies, for Waitrose supermarket, I'm losing my track there, they put it outside the train station where the Waitrose supermarket head office was. So all of the people that worked for Waitrose supermarket who Innocent Smoothies were trying to sell to would see this advert every single day. So the people there thought that this was a massive brand that had their ads going out everywhere. They also put one somewhere near the train station that the head buyer of Waitrose, where he got off the train at the other end, not at the office end, at his home end, they put one on the biggest billboard they could find outside that station. And the same with, I think it was the managing director of Waitrose, somebody like that. But they basically picked their 3 spots really well. And what they very simply did was they worked out where their key target market people hang out. Now, if you think about it, if you're trying to target, let's say, young mums, you could they hang out at kind of kiddies' nursery type places and places like that. If you wanted to target people that like football, you could hang around outside a football club. It's very, very simple. Now, the key thing when you're doing any kind of marketing is you have to understand where are your people, where are your target market hanging out. And without a shadow of a doubt, the biggest place that people are hanging out at the moment is on Facebook. It doesn't matter what the age group is, the young people, they're on there. Over 65s, I've just seen a thing that in England alone, there's 6.5 million over 65s that use Facebook every day. Now, you're telling me that some of your potential members are not using Facebook. It's a fallacy if that's what you believe. I promise you. There is so many people on Facebook, it's mind-blowing, which is why it's one of the biggest kind of companies in the world. So if you've only got that small budget, presumably slightly smaller than the likes of Innocent Smoothies, and you're in that same situation, why do you spend your budget trying to go out into the whole world where your key people aren't there? Your real target people aren't there. And if you do get onto Facebook, your people are there. And if you target your ads correctly, the only people that are going to see your adverts are the people that are potentially going to be your members. So if you run these campaigns properly, there is no wasted budget at all. And you can get on there for absolute pennies. I promise you, it is mind-blowing how cheap it is to run Facebook ads correctly. But that's the key. You running them correctly, pressing that silly little boost button, which, a long story, it does nothing. So all of you that said, I pressed the boost button and I spent £7, I promise you that is Facebook basically having your pants down because it does not work, that boost button. Anyway, that's enough for me. I'm not going to go off on a rant about the boost button just yet. I might do that in the next couple of days or so because that's quite an important one for you to learn. But that is the message for today. Go to where your target market hang out. In this case, I promise you the easiest way to do it is just run some Facebook ads. If you need some help with it, have a look at membersneeded.com and I'll give you a much more detailed explanation about how you can do it. I hope you're well. I'll speak to you very soon. Bye-bye for now.